shame, bartender. That's the worst kind of racism it is. Reverse racism. Fair use in educational purposes. I'm sorry, y'all. But under these circumstances, I got to say I'm on the Bears team. I'm on the Bears team, y'all. Up this shit. Fair use in educational purposes. In this scene, we got, I got to be on the Bears side because, these folks, they come and build their houses and a ranch be like big as hell, and it's like, ain't no fucking room for the Bears to do shit, you know what I mean? Because everything they consider is their property. So the motherfucker could be 1,000 feet from your house and shit, and you see the bear and you come running out with a shotgun and shit, fucking threatening the bear. What he supposed to do? It's like, motherfucker, I protest. I can't even eat my motherfucking berries in peace. All I want some berries, and then you done sent your bitch ass dog out here to fucking harass me, and then make a YouTube video about this shit, and you the one who started this shit. I'm a wild ass bear. I'm out here just minding my business. And you done sent breakfast, motherfucker? You damn right I'm gonna eat your dog. And you too, you bitch ass motherfucker. Fuck you. I'm on the Bears side, y'all. Fuck that. What y'all say? Look at him. He come out there, little coward with his bitch ass shotgun. Tear his ass up. Don't let that motherfucker get away. Oh, ain't that a bitch? That's a little coward motherfucker with his bitch ass gun. Look at this shit. And this little faggot dog. Man, they should arrest his ass, man. Bear ain't even fucking with this motherfucker. I don't see how they even make this video and say that ain't violence against animals. Yeah, we got a paramedic.
We're responding to a grass fire on
we got a motherfucking paramedic going wild. How the hell is you gonna be a paramedic? You supposed to be there to help folks or put out the fire or whatever, and then your punk ass out there acting like the police. You're on the wrong job, buddy. You paramedic. You supposed to be saving lives, kicking people upside the head.
Paramedic Brad
How that
Cox,
happen?
along with other firefighters, were responding to a grass fire on Lone Star Drive
I
in
bet.
August of 2019. What happened? This is body camera footage from sheriff's deputies at the scene. Cox says he believed a homeless man named Kyle Best started the fire.
So what? What that got to do with you kicking him upside the head?
Somewhere. So I got out to go kick it out because it was small.
You mean kick his head out?
Dallas police and sheriff's deputies responded to arrest Bess, but before they could get him into custody, this happened. You hear and see Fireman Cox tell Bess to get up, and then he kicks Bess in the head.
Oh, now what the hell that got to do with? And then y'all gonna beat him up and shit. UFC him and all that. God damn.
According to the documents of the incident, Bess had a black eye to his right eye, bloody nose, multiple fractures to his face, and a swollen right ankle.
Yes.
What Milner says is also troubling.
Uh-oh. He was a UFC fighter. Ain't that a bitch?
The fireman very clearly says, come on, get up again.
Get up again. So
to challenge him to a fight.
Dallas police investigated the incident and cleared Cox of any criminal wrongdoing. The detective determined there were not enough elements for a crime. It's not the first time Cox has been investigated while with DFR. In 2016, he and another firefighter were investigated for an incident involving another homeless man named Herschel Fletcher. DPD called paramedics.
He was whooping the homeless people ass.
But according to court documents, when the paramedics
They
arrived,
brought him out there to check him for a head injury and then kicked him upside the head too.
they assumed he was drunk and began harassing
Ain't
and
that a
openly
bitch?
laughing at him as Fletcher sat on the sidewalk in pain. In this dash camera video obtained by WFAA, you can hear them laughing in the background as Fletcher tries to spell his name. It was used as evidence in this case.
My eyes are burning. There's no way that's me. What's his engine was? Leather?
Ain't that a bitch?
We don't need people like that out on the streets.
According to court documents, Mr. Fletcher has schizophrenia and a speech impediment. He had just been robbed, assaulted, punched in the head, causing him to fall and hit his head on a wall. Mr. Fletcher was taken to jail.
Yeah, how the fuck is that the paramedics? That's the police, not no motherfucking paramedics. They need to fire them motherfuckers, or they need to switch that fucking whole motherfucking unit around. Them people look more like acting like the fucking police. Won't they make some lady paramedics or something? Because these motherfuckers is out there full of shit.
Instead of the hospital for treatment.
Hey, look, instead of taking him to the hospital, they taking him to jail. Oh, fuck no, they the police, man. Them ain't no motherfucking paramedics.
Records show he died of slow brain bleed caused by his head injuries. The paramedics were not held criminally responsible for his death, but were indicted for falsifying
The fuck you mean? They the ones who stopped him from going to the hospital. Why not? Why they didn't get fired? That's bullshit. They ain't helping nobody. What kind of shit is this?
report to cover up their failure to render aid at the scene.
That's
Cox ultimately
bullshit.
pled guilty and received 12 months probation.
I do the things in my life I do
Probation.
because Jesus Christ, He's my rock.
Stop lying about this Jesus shit. You hear these? Watch out for these motherfuckers talking that Jesus shit.
Received 12 months probation.
I do the things in my life I do because of Jesus Christ. He's my rock.
Get the fuck out of here.
Fire department record stating that the police had the man in custody and that he couldn't transport him to the hospital. Well, that was a lie, and that was shown on the video.
He had fought one of the firefighters.
The fire department did not comment because of pending lawsuits involving both these incidents. Cox's attorney also declined to comment. After 4 years, 2 investigations, and this video going public, Cox was recently placed on administrative leave while the fire department investigates. In Dallas, I'm Rebecca Lopez.
That's some bull. Investigate what? Put that nigga on the police force. He in the wrong fucking field. For fair use and educational purposes. Check this out, bartender. How did this happen? This guy is like one of the only black guys in this pod, right? In this holding detention center facility. And then he get in a fight with a white guy. And then all of the other people come to the white guy's rescue and help him jump this dude. It's like they tricked him. They got the white dude to start the fight. Then when they went up there and started the fight, they all came and jumped the dude. Looked like they broke his leg, broke all kind of shit on him. You know, they just... But the thing was, is this hatred towards these black folks. And you can see that hatred is just like how the Ku Klux Klan was lynching their ass. Well, look at this shit. I mean, how this happened? Don't call this black on black, because I don't see no black people in this motherfucking picture. I see a bunch of immigrants with some dark skin. I don't see no black people, though.
Maurice King enters the common area of the pod.
See? You see any? I see one right there.
Inmate Tyler Grant,
There you go,
charged in
2.
King's death, sits at the table.
But no, he ain't even black. He look like he's Samoan or something.
King waits while Grant has a long talk with another inmate.
Dominican or something. Look, see? He the
After
only
several
black-
minutes of waiting, King engages
he
Grant
the
in a
only black
conversation.
dude in there.
King then appears to
This
beckon
dude
to
ain't
Grant
black.
from the 2 preceding
No, he
King's
ain't.
cell.
If he is, he ain't minding his business.
As they enter the cell, Grant closes the door
Okay.
behind them.
All right, do we see any black folks? Any?
2
He
other
ain't
inmates
black.
follow.
He's just, okay, y'all can drop that he black shit. He's a Samoan or something. You can drop that he black shit. No, so he ain't black.
And as they enter, it appears they
So
are
the
attempting to
black man is in there with all these immigrants and this white boy, and he about to get lynched.
contain someone.
Oh, we got to watch this again. They done went up to the cell.
And as they enter, it appears they are attempting to contain
Look,
someone.
so now they done got 3 or 4 immigrants in here and jumped this man. Mm-hmm. Ain't
A
nobody.
4th inmate on the pod floor watching the cell quickly walks up,
Oh,
briefly enters
I
it,
know he look
and
black,
reaches
but
behind
he
to
ain't
close
either.
the door.
He's tall as fuck. Another immigrant.
Three inmates exit, and stand outside the entrance to the cell, leaving King and Grants inside with the door
ain't not
closed.
man, one of them motherfuckers that African at all. All immigrants, they jumped at me.
6 minutes after entering
It
the
was
cell,
like they gave
Grants
him a death
leaves and
penalty
walks to the cell
anyway.
in the same row.
Why did they
One
put
of the
him
other-
in there with all them damn immigrants, knowing how much they hate them black people? I hate Americans, black Americans. That was a death penalty anyway. I would have said, fuck that. You ain't putting me in here with all these motherfucking immigrants, nigga.
Inmates close the door
Fuck
to
is the
King's
black
cell.
people?
A detention officer begins an inmate check on the pod 2 minutes
Then we
later.
got another immigrant, the
He walks
detention
past the
officer.
lower row of cells.
You know that his last name Mendoza or some shit like that. So they set him up.
Without looking into any of them. He proceeds up the stairs to the upper row, where one of the inmates who went into King's cell appears to direct him to another cell past King's.
Guess they cleaning up some shit or something.
Roughly 90 minutes later, one of
90
the detention
minutes.
officers begins to realize King isn't doing well.
Ain't that a bitch? How? You mean you didn't
Eventually, the officer and two other...
You mean that the fucking officer walked past that cell and heard that man moaning and shit? Cause I know he in pain and shit unless he was knocked out or something and then woke up. What the fuck you mean it took you 90 minutes to hear that man going, help me. Cause I know if motherfucker going through all that, he was saying something. And he must have heard the fucking guard keys jingling and shit. That's bullshit. Punk ass guard would just ignored him.
Others carry King from his cell.
And look at the way he walking and shit. You could tell his leg broke. He can't even walk, nigga. Look at that shit. Look at that. They got it. Won't they get him a stretcher? See, they full of shit, man. Where's the stretcher at, motherfucker? Talking about walk. Let's walk. Ain't nan one of them motherfuckers African
One of the
American
inmates
either.
involved earlier...
Now, one of them guards is African American, so it's just like, man, it's like go to jail, you in a foreign country and shit up around this motherfucker. Because ain't nothing in there but motherfuckers, immigrants from a foreign country, and the motherfucker staff is from a fucking foreign country. Going in one of them motherfuckers is like going to a foreign country.
helps carry King down the stairs and place him in a wheelchair where he was taken to a jail nurse.
You got a bitch. When you fucker, you know, the man need a stretcher, not a wheelchair. They see they full of fucking shit.
There, King struggled
Look, you see the fucking, this motherfucker, I'm telling you, they all immigrants, dude.
to remain conscious.
Look at them, the
The
whole
nurse called
fucking
for an ambulance.
staff.
By then, King, who was overweight and asthmatic, gasped for air and was sweating heavily. He told paramedics on the way to Duke Hospital he had been stomped and choked in the jail, the medical examiner later reported.
Stomped and choked. Told you.
King died in the emergency room. The autopsy report said his face was swollen from blows that helped trigger heart failure. He was 34, the father of 3 children, ages 10, 13, and 15.
Oh, I thought he was an older dude. He was a younger dude. Damn. I know they jumped him. That's a damn shame, boy. Nigga go to jail and you in a fucking foreign country. Getting lynched. For fair use and educational purposes. Well, in this scene, they didn't win. This is like hospital neglect in the jails, right? And my question is, what good is the wheelchair? Just like in that last video, they gave the man a wheelchair after his leg broke and shit, and then told him, put your own self in bed. Then what the fuck is you paying the nurse for? I thought the nurses in them supposed to be helping this man get in the bed. His fucking leg broke. He can't move. That's where I'm coming from with this one. What the fuck is the nurse for? What is they getting paid for?
Witnessed a murder.
Them ain't no fucking nurses.
Yes.
Them is
The jail
police.
insider is speaking publicly for the first time about a death behind bars.
You know, the police,
death
they don't
that's
give
at
a
the center
fuck. They
of
can
an
get away with
active
that, but
FBI
not the fucking
investigation
nurse.
And sparking statewide reforms. AJ Legault reports on the latest chapter of our year-long
This is
investigation.
crazy.
Cruel and
All them
unusual.
motherfuckers gotta get fired too.
We're here for
justice. We're here to demand justice.
We've shown you the mother's pleas,
People keep dying.
the protests,
No more.
fueled by video of a man inside the Beltrami County Jail, paralyzed, lying in his own waste, denied medical care until his death. But until now,
Damn.
Pleading for
until now,
his
paralyzed, lying in his own.
Look at this shit. They go to wheelchair. They go to man. He's still wrapped up. Fucking blanket falling off this goddamn steel ass fucking bed. Bed made of steel, y'all. It looked like they just wheeled his ass in there. And they told him, you get in bed, nigga. Well, I ain't putting you in bed. So he's struggling to get in the bed. Ain't nobody helping him. Punk ass nurse getting paid for overtime, and this man in here dying. Kinda, see, that's bull crap.
Own waste, denied medical care until his death, but at Beltrami County Jail, paralyzed, lying in his own waste, denied medical care until his death, but until now,
he was pleading for
until now,
his life.
you've never heard from the one person who tried to save Ardell Sherrill.
Could he even stand up?
He couldn't even stand up.
See, I told you he couldn't even stand up, and they didn't even put him in the bed. They just wheeled his ass in the wheelchair and left him. That's bullshit, man.
Barely talk. He could still cry.
For nurse practitioner
He couldn't
Stephanie
talk, but he could
Lepla,
cry.
The cries of Ardell weigh heavy.
We treat animals that are in kennels better than he was being treated.
27-year-old Hardell walked into the jail August 24th, 2018.
He looked
Over the
normal.
next 6 days, his condition deteriorated.
God
He
damn.
told guards and nurses he couldn't feel anything from the waist down. Video shows him getting weaker and weaker, but guards thought he was faking. Medical
Oh, my
issues
God.
were overseen by Men Correctional Care, a private company with multi-million-dollar contracts with jails.
Damn
across the
shame.
state. On August 31st, Lundblom walked into Hardell's cell. She was a new hire at Men, but an experienced correctional clinician with 2 years in the federal prison system.
When I went into that cell, I first was overwhelmed with just the stench. And he was covered in sweat and urine. He was wearing a diaper, and the urine had soaked through the diaper. He couldn't move his legs. He had tears coming down his face.
Did this look like a man who was faking?
No, it looked like a man that was suffering and that was sick, that was dying.
His vital signs, not good. Neurologically, something obviously wrong. Overriding jail staff, Stephanie mandated Hardell go directly to the emergency room.
That if he didn't receive medical care immediately, that he probably wouldn't make it.
Hardell was taken to Sanford Hospital in Fargo. Here, a jail guard told the doctor Hardell was faking it. Records show the doctor diagnosed him as malingering,
Uh-oh.
weakness and fatigue.
Ooh. Now you done took him to the hospital, and the hospital seen he was a black man and treated him the same way as if he didn't, as he wasn't sick at all, didn't even run no test on him or nothing. Just said that he, take this nigga back to jail to die. So now what do? Do you fire the doctor too? See, it ain't just, it's the whole damn system. Remember we seen the paramedic kicking motherfucking people in the head he supposed to be helping? Police kicking motherfuckers in the head. Now we got this motherfucker kicking, the doctor kicking motherfuckers in the, not doing his job either.
Idea that the emergency room physician discharged him to his death.
Hardell's discharge papers did instruct seek medical attention immediately if there's worsening weakness, difficulty standing, paralysis.
Bitch,
loss
I'm
of
already
control.
at the hospital. What the fuck you mean? Seek something immediately. He wrote that down to protect himself. He already knew that, motherfucker. What you mean? He already at the hospital. What the fuck? If it ain't nothing wrong with him, why would you write that down? See, this is bullshit, man.
Bladder or bowels, or difficulty swallowing. Transported back to the jail, still unable to stand, he would meet every one of those conditions, but never see a doctor again. Guards pushed his flopping head forward and tossed his limp body onto a cell bunk. The next afternoon, he died on the jail cell floor. Well, still unable to seek medical attention immediately if there's worsening weakness, difficulty standing, paralysis, loss of control of bladder or bowels, or difficulty swallowing. Transported back to the jail, still unable to stand, he would meet every one of those conditions, but never see a doctor again. Guards pushed his flopping head forward.
That's a damn
tossed his
shame.
limp body onto a cell bunk.
Did you see
The
that?
next afternoon, he died. Tossed his limp body,
That's a damn.
pushed his flopping head forward. One of those conditions, but
That's
never
a
see a
damn
doctor
shame.
again. Guards pushed his flopping head forward and tossed his limp body onto a cell bunk. The next afternoon, he died on the jail cell floor. A pathologist later determined he died from Guillain-Barré syndrome, which attacks the nervous system, causing paralysis. Most people survive if they get hospital care.
He should be alive today.
That's exactly what Hardell's mother, Delshia Perry, claims in an ongoing federal lawsuit against the jail, Mend, and Sanford Hospital. In court filings, all three entities have denied wrongdoing.
I pray to God what happened to Hardell never happens to none of these.
At a legislative hearing over the weekend, Hardell's mother pressed for passage of a sweeping jail reform bill.
My son did not deserve what they did. And that's why
Not if the hospital ain't on it, you ain't gonna survive. That's a damn shame.
Stephanie didn't learn what happened to
Not at the
Hardell
hospital.
until 2 days after he died.
Felt evil.
In a series of reports and complaints filed immediately with state medical boards and the Department of Corrections, Stephanie detailed how Dr. Todd Leonard, the owner of Mend, acknowledged being warned Hardell was deteriorating, but never saw him because he thought Hardell was faking his illness. She says he told her not to jump to conclusions because that could jeopardize his company.
Felt like I had witnessed a murder. And I resigned immediately.
It's been 2.5 years since Stephanie sounded the alarm to the medical boards, and to date they've taken no action. In prior reporting, we've detailed how the Department of Corrections initially failed to investigate Hardell's death and others. Those disclosures are driving jail reform efforts at the Capitol.
But now the FBI is investigating Hardell's death, right?
Yeah, that's right. They've interviewed Stephanie, as you heard, and other people involved. And
For
as you
what?
just saw, Stephanie's a powerful witness who's been waiting for years for someone to listen to her about what she calls the worst injustice
bullshit.
she's ever seen. She decided
It's only
to
gonna get
speak
worse.
out now because of the trial that we just had here in Minneapolis, and she said what happened to Hardell was just way
Oh, it's only gonna get
Appreciate all your
worse.
reporting.
Only gonna
Thank you
get
for
worse.
speaking to us. Thank you, Aiden.
Here we go, bartender. Ladies and educational purposes. On-job work accidents. I mean, nigga, why go to work if you ain't gonna have an accident? Your boy on fire. He's got a fire job and shit. And a motherfucker, how you gonna use a forklift to put some fire in the oven? That's what I wanna know. He tripping anyway. Look at your boy. He must really think he an expert at this shit. He using the damn forklift on fire to put some fire in the oven. Y'all see the oven? And he in the middle of it. Come on. What kind of job is that? What kind of job is that? And they, oh, this must be the forklift accident edition. Because they dealing with forklifts. Forklift accidents on the job, y'all. Here we go. And your boy on top, he bound to get his karma. He going to the top, oh, he through. As soon as he moves, that shit gonna just tip over. Oh, he gonna do something. Oh, he went too high. There it is. I told you. Break his ass off. They didn't even want to show the rest of it. Break his ass off. They didn't want want to show the rest of it. They didn't want to show the rest of it, bartender. They didn't want to show the rest. Did y'all see that mother get smashed down? They didn't want to show the rest of it. I want to see that again. That mother got pulverized. There you go. Superman. It's a bird. It's a plane. No, it's a bologna sandwich after they finished with it, smashing his ass. Look at him. He's just too brave, man. I guess he been at this job too long and shit. I don't know. Overconfidence was his underdoing. Look, that shit is already. And you can see he got it. He got it. Oh, yeah, this. Ugh, y'all see what happened?